Hello, everyone. This is Stacy. Welcome to the landing.
Welcome to the landing. Some interviews feel a little more personal than others, and this is one of them. I had the privilege of growing up alongside Mr. Skip Prange's wonderful daughters, Gretchen and Jennifer. So spending time listening to his memories felt a bit like visiting with family. Many know Mr. Skip as a former park ranger on Harkers Island, but as you'll hear, his story extends far beyond the uniform. His deep appreciation for the island, its people, and its natural beauty shines through every memory he shares. From his years serving as a ranger to his involvement in the community and the friendships he built along the way, Mr. Skip paints a vivid picture of life on Harkers Island during a special time in its history. Whether you've spent your life on the island or are discovering this remarkable place for the first time, I think you'll come away with a greater appreciation for the people who have helped preserve its heritage and the stories that continue to connect generations. Now let's step back in time and listen to the memories of Mr. Skip Prange. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the landing. I am extremely excited about the nice man that I have with me today. He takes me back to my youth, and whenever I think of him and his family, I smile because we have lots of good memories together. So without further ado, if you will, kind sir, please tell us your name and who's your family and where you are from.
Sure. It's Skip Prange. Actually, it's William Prange, and my nickname is Skip, and I've been going by that. My family is my wife Jeannie, and my two daughters Gretchen and Jennifer. Then we do have grandchildren as well.
Mm-hmm.
And we first moved to Harkers Island in 1977. And I remember almost my first day on the island with vivid memories, and with getting moved into the house that we had gotten from the National Park Service, renting from the National Park Service. It was people knew it on the island, I guess, as the roundhouse. It was on the old airstrip across from Calico Jack's Marina, and I remember coming to work and then loading the furniture up and everything else. And I remember being stung by all these insects. The guys were helping me. I said, "What's wrong? What's with these flies that bite?" And they said, "Mr. Skip, those aren't flies. Those are greenheads and yellow flies." I said, "Well, welcome to Harkers Island."
That's right. That's our
Yeah.
welcoming committee.
Yes, the welcoming committee.
Now, where did you move from? Where did you come from?
Okay, so yes, we moved from Lake Mead, Nevada.
Mm-hmm.
I was a patrol ranger there. Lake Mead is is a large lake right outside of Las Vegas. It is was built by Hoover Dam,
Okay.
and so I was there from '73 to '77, where I was patrol ranger, working both patrols on backcountry patrols through the desert and also boat patrols on the lake.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Okay.
and so that's where we originated from, and then came to North Carolina in '77, where I was introduced to a entirely different type of water and boats, because freshwater freshwater boating is so much different than saltwater with the Outer Banks and the different water kind of rough conditions
Mm-hmm.
and different ways of operating boats. And
Yeah.
I do remember one of my very first trips to Shackleford Banks. I learned a valuable lesson, and that is pay attention to the tides. I didn't know what
Oh.
they were talking about, but
Uh-huh. You learned quickly, I'm sure.
learned quickly. Got went over there, went up and was walking through the woods and stuff, and coming back, came back down and said, "Oh, the boat's not there. It's moved, and it's up on high ground now." So my afternoon was spent waiting for the tide to come in.
Oh, yes, I think even locals will relate to that because been
Mm,
there, done that myself. Um,
yes.
now, before we jump right in, because I can't wait to hear about your memories and your time on the island. Now, what exactly was your title? What was your role? What kind of background did
Oh,
you bring with
sh-
you?
okay. So my background was mostly doing law enforcement,
Hmm.
but also involved with natural resources. So a typical day for me going to Cape Lookout was I had two major projects I was facing when I got there, and that was the existence of a very large number of junk vehicles. I don't know if you remember much about that, but they were vehicles that were left by fishermen, mostly fishermen from upstate, who thought that it was a wise idea when your vehicle stopped running and rusted away, that you decide to leave it behind, not take it like a responsible
Oh,
person, but
wow.
take it, not taking it back and you're getting it either fixed or getting rid of it, but not leaving it on the island.
Hmm.
So that was we had like 2,500 junk cars.
Really?
Uh, yeah, and the other thing
Oh,
was
my
lots
goodness.
of the fishing cabins. We had lots of
Hmm.
fishing cabins that fishermen had brought up, had brought on the island, and also then the cabins were built by them, and also, of course, and you may have more knowledge about Shackleford Banks than I do, but we um, we were responsible for managing what was left of the uh, of the homes that were over there. Um,
Hmm.
a lot of those homes were built by Harkers Islanders and others from down east, and used by them on weekends
Hmm.
and like that. Of course, the history there is also associated with Diamond City, which is where many of the Harkers Island people came from
Yes.
after the hurricanes drove them on to the mainland.
Hmm. Yes, yes. Yep, I do not remember the junk car situation. That's interesting. I do remember seeing some when I was a little girl, but wow, that was a lot. And that was crazy. Um
Hmm.
okay, so they were your big focal points.
Oh,
Or
also on top of that, we
hmm.
had the horses, the ponies from
Oh, yes.
Shackleford, which we at that time we didn't really manage them. We didn't do anything with them. I think now today, I don't know what they're doing, if they have any more roundups or if
Mm-hmm.
they uh, what they're doing. But then we had sheep on the island as well on Shackleford, and we had one very large roundup when I was there, and loading them up on the wooden skiffs and haul them to the mainland where they were donated to groups, animal rights groups and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, well, that's interesting. All right, so would you like to share? I know I have memories of your family, and of course, mine
I'm
center
getting a little
around.
feedback.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry,
No,
getting just a little feedback.
okay, let me go back to. Can you hear me now? Is that
Yes.
fine? Okay. My memories of your family center around your sweet daughters, Gretchen and Jennifer. I was in between them. I was like Jennifer was 2 years older, Gretchen was 2 years
Yeah.
younger. And we of course hung around, went swimming at the Calico Jacks and went to school together. But if you will share some of your memories or stories from the island, all of us would love to hear them.
Yeah, I think we're cutting out again a little bit.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'm gonna
Um,
move. Let's see.
but as far as the island goes, yeah, as far as my off time and interaction with the folks from Harkers Island, yeah, our two daughters definitely played a major role in getting acclimatized and adjusted in the transition of moving from the west coast to the east coast.
Mm-hmm.
You know, change in climates, change in lifestyles, social groups, of religious groups.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I know in particular that the members of the LDS Church were very helpful in getting us accepted onto the community, and we became part of their social life and sports and everything, going to baseball games. And actually, I actually coached the girls' softball team on Harkers Island. That was probably one of my proudest achievements. Was being undefeated. I think at least one year, and I think maybe a second year as well.
I
We
love it.
were really we were really envied. A lot of
Mhm.
jealousy
You,
about those
you,
girls because we
I,
had some sluggers and runners, and I mean these girls were special. I don't remember all their names, but I sure would remember their faces once I got to talking to them again.
oh yes, I was a little too young to be on that team, and I wanted to be on your team so badly. But I would go and watch practices and watch the games, and it was so much fun.
Oh yeah, it was great.
Hmm.
And they always used to warn me, and I said, "You got to remember this. Those some of those umpires are cheaters. They won't they will they don't treat us fairly because they know how good we are.
Had to work extra hard.
Extra work, extra hard. We had to have to hit more home runs.
Right, exactly. They couldn't take those from you.
uh,
Oh, that's
and
funny.
also, we were quite involved in the PTO.
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
was actually the president for a couple of years,
Oh, wow.
and one of our biggest achievements. Really a unique situation, but they had this one unique fundraiser was called the Womanless Wedding.
Ah.
And I don't know if you remember much about that, but men on the island, the parents of fathers of the kids on the island, including myself, and I think Mr. Blair as well. I believe he had to wear a dress as well.
Oh, funny.
And Bill Blair, who was principal, a wonderful man. He was a great principal and a great friend. And but uh, we had a great time dressing up in gowns and everything else, high heels and a spaghetti dinner to go with it, and it was we made some good money.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Oh, wait. So you were, I mean, you worked, of course, from the island, but you were also very involved in the community.
Yes, I was.
Hmm.
Yes. And
Hmm.
we also have friends who are longtime friends that matter of fact, we try to get together every couple of years. We call it the KLO crew, the Cape Lookout crew, and
Hmm.
all park rangers from that period of time. And matter of fact, one of them, Linda Patton, was a school
Oh,
teacher
yes, I love
at,
her.
I believe it was Marshallburg,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Smyrna.
Myrna. Yep.
Yeah, and she was quite a character. I don't know if you ever got to hear her speak, but she had the most perfect Harkers Island accent you would ever imagine. And she wasn't doing it to make fun. She was doing it because she wanted these kids to understand
Hmm.
her and her as a teacher and all. And she was something else.
What a sweet lady.
And
Yes.
then I had other coworkers that worked at also we were responsible for Portsmouth Island,
Hmm.
which is kind of unique because the only way to get to Portsmouth was to take a boat,
Hmm.
work boat from Harkers Island to Portsmouth Island,
Uh-huh.
where
Yes.
we would leave. workers there for the week, and then we would come pick them up and bring them home on weekends.
Oh, wow.
So working on the life saving station up there,
Mhm. Mhm.
and all. But yeah,
Wow. Do you have any events or things that happened while you were on shift that stand
yeah,
out? Mhm.
yeah. Now one that just came to mind last night in the middle of the night. I said, "Oh, that's right, the snow."
Oh.
19 March of 1980. I don't know if you
Mhm.
were alive then or not,
Oh,
but
yes. I remember that snow.
March of 1980 was a storm to be a snowstorm
Mhm.
to go down in history.
Yes.
I think it was like 3 or 4 inches of snow. We were totally snowed in. We could not leave the island. We lived in that house. That house had only baseboard heating, and
Oh, wow.
we didn't have a fireplace. We didn't have Coleman stoves. Well, we had a Coleman stove that we did some cooking on,
Mhm.
but we did not have any auxiliary heat. So
Phew.
for about 4 days, we walked around with parkas on and sleeping bags wrapped around us, and uh, and the water pipes froze on that building because it's up in the air. It's on pilings.
Yes.
So so it took a day for them to thaw everything out and fix all the broken water lines when we got done. But we took some pictures. I actually went out after the next day or two. We were actually able to get in the boat and
Mhm.
go over and check out the lighthouse and take a lot of photographs because that was such a unique event.
Uh-huh.
As far as hurricanes go, we were fortunate during our tenure there that we only had a couple of hurricanes. I don't even remember the names, but we did evacuate. We boarded up our windows and plywood and all. Um, and so those are the couple of the weather-related events
Mhm.
that happened.
Now, how long were you on the island?
From 1973 to I'm sorry, 1977 to 1986.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it was a
In
long
nine
time.
years.
9
Yeah.
years. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
because
a long time. We got to
mhm.
know, that's why I said we get to know people pretty well
Yeah.
over that period.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if you like me, I can tell you some of the folks we met and
I would
interacted with
I
quite a
would love
bit.
love for you to name some names because I'm sure our listeners would recognize them.
Yeah, like for instance, Joe Beasley. Joe
Uh-huh.
Beasley was a co-worker of mine. He was also a member of the LDS Church, and Joe and I got to know each other really well.
Hmm.
He invited us to a lot of he and others invited us to a lot of church-related things.
Joe's a wonderful
We
man.
played basketball in the gym.
Yes.
We had a basketball team there.
Yes.
It had an indoor basketball court.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Hancock was Mike Hancock was
Hmm.
a great man.
Yes.
He as a good LDS member would do, he would try to convert us, which he didn't, but we did honor his wishes to have to sit down and talk with him,
Yeah.
and and his kids were wonderful too. His
Oh,
kids
yeah.
were wonderful too.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody was, and there were other Bill Hancock, his brother.
Hmm.
Also, there was a gentleman that some of the folks might remember was E.B. Gillikin. E.B.
Oh,
Gillikin
yes.
was
Yes.
at that time the chief of the fire department,
Mm-hmm.
and he invited me and my ranger staff to be volunteer firemen on the island with him,
Oh.
and we took training together,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and so yeah, E.B. Gillikin, that
Oh,
was another
wow.
one.
Okay, I didn't know y'all did that too. Yeah, Mr. EB had
Yeah,
the gas station there right in the middle of the island.
yeah.
Yeah.
There was another gentleman that owned a furniture store on the back road.
Mm-hmm.
Milton Taylor, I believe
Milton
his name
Taylor.
was.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I believe he was from some. I don't think he was a Harkers Island. I think he was from Otway or somewhere like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But Jeannie just reminded me that we were also considered to be outsiders. I'm sure they were known as dit back then.
Yep, dit dots, you were. But
Dit
we
dot
loved you.
and dingbatters, yeah.
Yeah. We
I
loved you
always think
though.
of Archie Bunker when I hear dingbatters. Oh,
Um,
and when Jeannie, my wife Jeannie, while I was getting things settled around the park, Jeannie went to register at the post office for a mailbox,
mhm.
and they were asking questions, and they said, "What do you need a mailbox? You're not going to live here, are you?" And she says it was like they were shocked.
Yeah, right, right, because that
Now
wasn't
they're
as
going to have the
common then.
first. They were going to have the first outsider park rangers, and then
Uh-huh.
we proceeded to infiltrate.
That's right, right. It's
to,
changed a
to,
lot since then.
yeah, it's changed a lot since then.
Yeah.
And but that was so funny. By the time the word reached Billy Best Grocery,
Uh-huh.
they the word had spread like wildfire. Hey, a
Mhm.
Rangers moved on the island.
Yep. Oh, for sure. For
And
sure.
that's when we first learned that if you wanted to know what was going on the island, just stop at Billy Best grocery
Mhm.
store and you get the whole skinny.
Yep, that's exactly right. Right or
Right.
wrong, you would get some news.
Yeah. And then during that period of time, it wasn't there when we first moved, but soon after, a few years after we moved, a place opened up called the Island Dairyland.
Oh,
And
yes.
and they were famous for their shrimp burgers.
Yep, Mr. Liston. Yep.
Mr. Liston and the shrimp burgers. Yeah, remember
Mhm.
those? I like to pay a visit there daily.
So good.
They had the shrimp burgers. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep, my favorite. I miss that restaurant. Yep. So, wow. You just said a lot of names that a lot of people will know, and what wonderful folks you were surrounded by, huh?
Yes, definitely.
Mhm.
Oh, Calico Jack's Marina, a guy
Mhm.
named Turkey.
Oh, yes.
Guy named Turkey. He was well known. Paul Hodges was known on the island as
Mhm.
Turkey.
Yep.
And Turkey was from like someplace like Lumberton. He was an
Yes.
outsider.
Yep.
And his wife was a Lumbee Indian, and they had a son, two sons. One was John, and one
Mhm.
was John and Paul.
Brett.
Oh, Brett,
Brett. Yep.
yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I can tell you a funny story about John. Well, I was went away for a training class for a few days. Uh, Jennifer, my oldest daughter, and Brett decided they were going to take what we call the blue loon. And that was the vehicle that we used to transport the softball team in. And they decided to take a little ride around the airstrip back there, and they forgot there was a sand pit located about midway through it, and they just drove right into the sand pit
Oh,
and got
no.
buried the axles in sand. And so they had to call Turkey to come tow them out of there.
I bet
So
Mr. Turkey said a word.
yeah, Jennifer was just spirit. She thought I was going to beat her behind.
Uh-huh.
Which I didn't, but yeah, that was another one of those little memory things.
Oh, funny. Oh my gosh. Yes, Jennifer and Brett, and well, of course, and Gretchen and John, all of those, they were pretty close friends, weren't they?
Oh yeah,
Because they lived
yeah,
in so close proximity.
yeah. I think I'm trying to think. We were thinking. I think Gretchen knew Loranda Lewis. She was,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I think, is it Russell Lewis's daughter?
Yes.
And yeah,
Yep.
they were good friends.
Mm-hmm.
And Jennifer was friends with a lot with oh gosh, what was her name? The redhead. Uh, she was a cheerleader.
Trying to
Willis.
think. A
Um,
redhead. Huh.
she lived in actually I think they lived in Otway, but her mom was a hairdresser. But
I don't remember.
yeah,
I remember
that was yeah.
some of the girls that were in Jennifer's class on the island. I remember was Terry Freeman.
Yes, Terry Freeman.
Yeah, they were
She and
really
Terry were
close.
very
Mm-hmm.
close. Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
yeah. Terry ended up marrying a Coast Guard guy, and
Yes.
I think they've since retired. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
Jennifer still maintains contact with she has another friend. Last name is Rose, but I can't think of her first name.
Christy?
Christy, yes, she
Yeah.
and Christy
Yeah.
have they've had they've met together when Christy's been down visiting this this area, and they've had
Uh-huh.
lunch together and stuff. So yeah,
Oh, wonderful.
she still has Jennifer actually acquired while we lived there, she acquired a pretty strong Harkers Island accent.
Did she?
So yeah, so when we moved to Gulf Breeze, uh Gulf Breeze was like kind of like 90210. It was about a lot of snooty kids and with nice cars and all, and they wanted to know where they got that accent from. So she lost it within 6 months.
Oh, that's funny. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. Yeah. I remember you and Miss Jeannie hosting some parties, birthday parties and things. And
Yeah, we
all of us
were kind
coming.
of noticed. Yeah, we were kind of noted as the party house.
You were the party pad.
The party, yeah, the party pals. And as I said, we worked hard and we played hard.
Yeah. Oh, it was so much fun. So many
Yeah,
memories. Yeah.
so many.
Oh my goodness. I have so enjoyed talking to you. Now, where do you all live now?
Live on live in Gulf Breeze, Florida.
Mm.
We're 30 minutes, actually about 20 minutes from Pensacola.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
in the Panhandle, we're actually only 45 minutes from Mobile, and and 10, 12 hours, 10 or 12 hours from Miami. So
Wow.
we're like we're part of the state of we're a state of Florida, but we're made up of a lot of Alabamians. So we have a lot of Roll Tide people here,
Oh, that's
which was a big
interesting.
change.
Yeah.
Because when we moved here, we had unfortunately we didn't have a football team. We had the basketball team that we followed when we lived on Harkers Island was the Tar Heels. We were
Mm-hmm.
big, huge North Carolina fans back
Oh,
then.
yes. Yes.
And so when we moved, we were told that we would have to. Basketball was not a big deal here in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
It was football, University of Florida and Florida State.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had to swear our allegiance to one of those two teams, and it turned out that we decided to go with Florida State, and that's how we've been ever since.
Oh, yes. You're
And that's where
definitely.
Gretchen went to school there, and
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer went to University of West Florida.
Oh, okay. And they live nearby.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Yeah.
and they're still nearby. They've got each of them has a child, a boy and a girl, and we have
Mm-hmm.
one grand and a great granddaughter as
Ah,
well.
I love it. I love it. Well, is there anything that we haven't touched on that you would like to say before we close?
Sure. Well, one of the sad memories while we were there was the lar- the hearts the arson fire that burned up the ranger station. We had a beautiful a ranger station there. It was located as you first entered Shell Point. It was on the left hand side of the road,
Mm-hmm.
and someone decided that they were going to burn it down, and they did.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
So it kind of left a better taste in our mouths about that, and
Mm-hmm.
ultimately we moved away partly because of that, but not really because we still have wonderful memories of Harkers Island, regardless of that.
Yes.
Um, and
So now, Mr. Skip, when you were there, is that when the cabins were burned on the banks?
yes, yes,
What do
and
you remember about that? Because I was
yeah, we
little.
built. Oh yeah, we burned down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we actually the Rangers team of Rangers burnt all of the cabins down. Yes.
Yeah.
So we weren't real popular with some of the folks.
Yes. That had to be
They
kind of
didn't
hard
really,
on you.
yeah, yeah, it did. It put a little pressure on not knowing we were not well received, but we never received threats or anything, and
Mm.
for anything like that.
Did the
But that
arson
was
at the
just
ranger station happen after that?
um, Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The ranger
Mhm.
station is the arson fire I was talking
Yeah.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
That same night, another fire was started at one of the marinas. Can't think of the name of it. It was
Mhm.
also there, but whoever
Mhm.
did it, I think it was they had later found him in prison somewhere in North Carolina.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was young when all of that happened, but I remember that it was just there was a lot of mixed feelings. Like some were anger, but a
Yeah,
lot of it was just the loss and having to say goodbye to a part of our heritage,
yeah.
and so it was a
Now
lot of.
on a positive side,
Mhm.
one of the things when I was there, the superintendent at that time was a gentleman by the name of Mac Riddle,
Mhm.
and Mac was really big on decoys,
Mhm.
and so he got together with David Yeomans. That's who it was, David
Oh,
Yeomans.
yes.
David was the mayor. I always call him the mayor of Harkers Island.
Yes. Fittingly,
And
yes.
yes, and he and a couple other gentlemen were quite involved with the decoys, and I
Mhm.
think Corey Lawrence
Mhm.
and who else was that? Do you remember? And David Lawrence, yeah,
David Lawrence's dad. Yeah.
right,
Mhm.
right. And they were instrumental in getting the waterfowl, the Corsound Waterfowl museum set up. It's on park land, so
Yeah,
it
that's
had to
right.
get
And my
either
dad,
it's either being leased.
do you
Yeah.
remember Wayne Davis?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
my dad.
So,
Yeah. Mhm.
right. Was that Captain Stacy or is that someone else I'm thinking of?
That is the same family, but yeah, they're
Okay.
cousins. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Because I remember he was the captain of one of the boats in Beaufort.
Yes, that's right. Yep.
Yeah, and so yeah, that is so that was one of the really neat things that came out of all that.
Mhm.
That fire was that the museum was built not just right behind where that fire was.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I look at that as a positive omen, that that evil deed was matched by a wonderful deed by having
Mm.
having a testament to the waterfowl
Mhm.
carvers of the Outer Banks and Core Banks.
Oh, I love that. That's right. That's right. That is definitely a silver lining. Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, wow. Well, again, I have this time has flown by. I've enjoyed hearing your voice again. I can see your face and your beautiful wife's face as we're talking. I hear her in the background. What a treasure you were to our communities, and we just loved your family, adored your family.
Well, we tried to make the most of it, and I think we made some really good friends. We really did over the
Hmm.
years.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Well, thank you so much again for stopping by the landing, and I cannot wait. I'll let you know when this
Oh,
airs.
there was one other name. I don't know if
Okay.
anybody
Okay.
remembers Lester Asdenti.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay, so Les was the very first Harkers Islander that I met when I moved to Harkers Island. And
Really?
Les had and Les had the strongest Harkers Island accent I'd ever heard.
Yes.
Um, I thought when I was talking to him, I said, "Are you Australian?" And he looked at me and he said, "No, I'm a Harkers Islander. I'm not an Australian." So, but I thought the world of Les. He took me all over Shackleford Banks and all the
Hmm.
back sloughs and everything, the
Oh, yes.
marshes and stuff.
Yes.
And that was my introduction to Harker's Island. Was with Les Asdenti.
Well, then you
I always
started
remember
off
very
very fortunate.
fondly remember him. Yeah,
Yes. What a blessing. Oh, what a good man. Yeah, for sure. Oh, wow. Well,
I think
again,
his
go
yeah
ahead. Say anything.
yeah. Oh, I was just trying to remember. Didn't he have a daughter named Tara?
Tara. Yes.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
It sure did. Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure the names would come back to me after I started talking to some of the
Hmm.
girls.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember one girl, what was her name? Miranda? Miranda. There was one girl who was very tall for her age, and she could hit a baseball out of the park.
Hmm.
And So that, yeah, it's great. I'm glad I had an opportunity to speak with you today.
Oh, yes, it has been wonderful. And thank you so much. Thank you for
Yeah,
this, but also thank you for all that you did for Harkers Island while you were
yeah.
there. I mean, it definitely made us better because you were there.
Well, I'm glad. I am. I
Yes.
know they did. One of the things that also the park did. This was mostly concentrated at Portsmouth Island, but we did a lot of oral history,
Mm-hmm.
and they introduced people like Henry Pickett, who was the mailman, the only
Yes.
black the only black individual to live on the island.
Oh, wow.
And they lived at Portsmouth Island.
Oh,
And
wow.
so there's a lot of oral history from that as
Mm-hmm.
well.
Oh, I love it.
Um, yeah, and I think, oh, Connie Mason.
Oh, yes, Miss Connie.
Okay, so Connie was one of the ones that got the oral history program started at Cape Lookout, and
Yes. She's still
she
an
also
integral
played.
part.
Yeah, she still. I believe she Outer Banks music as well,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
and
yes.
yeah. So
Yeah. Yeah. She's a wonderful lady. Has done a whole lot and continues to do as much as she can.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We
Yeah.
went over. We had a reunion over there 4 years ago, about 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
All the Rangers that were there. I don't know if you had a chance to meet any of them when you were there, but Riley Hoggard and his wife, they lived in Marshallburg or
Mm-hmm.
Smyrna, I believe it was, and and um, and also Jim and Nancy Godwin. They also lived in at Portsmouth, and and then we had a few people move on to the island that Rebecca Harriet and all, but I think the ones that would have, besides myself, the people that probably were best known on the island were the Pattons. That's
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
yeah,
They
yeah,
were a big role of it because of the schools and all
yeah.
too. Yeah.
Because
For
they were
sure.
again because they had children. That's how
Mm-hmm.
that was the
Mm-hmm.
facilitator
Yep, that's right.
for that.
Yep,
Yeah,
for sure.
exactly.
For sure. Yep. Well,
Okay, well, sounds
okay.
good.
Well, thank you. And yes, I'll get this, all of this to
Yeah.
you when it airs. And again, I just appreciate you.
Oh,
I do. I
oh,
love you. I love your family.
okay. Well, thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a
All
good
right.
day.
Thank you again for joining us to The Landing. This podcast is brought to you by the Core Sound Waterfowl Museum and Heritage Center. Tune in next week as we continue learning, sharing, and remembering together. If you'd like to hear more, check out our previous episodes where you get your podcasts. If you or someone you know is interested in being on The Landing, please reach out through the link in the description. Until then, stay safe and be kind.